I'm Laura Smoliar, CEO of Peppertree Engineering. We do optical product development of test equipment, instrumentation, and lasers for customers in the US and abroad. And we're located in Silicon Valley in California. Many companies now are faced with the dilemma of economic constraints, and so they don't want to raise their fixed costs by hiring a lot of people. But they know from past experience in the downturn that they still need a product pipeline, and just shutting that off isn't a good option. So a lot of companies are going to outside small companies such as us to continue doing product development outside. And so we get involved with their engineering team, but providing the optical expertise that they may not have in-house, and develop products. And often that will lead to ongoing product that needs to be manufactured, and then we would supply that to them as an OEM product. It's usually very much a custom solution for what they're doing. These are companies in the medical equipment space, medical device space, bioinstrumentation, solar metrology, and display for the most part. I'm trained originally as a surface chemist and physicist, so really straddled physics and chemistry at Berkeley when I was there, doing molecular beam scattering from surfaces. And let's see, my last year of graduate school, my advisor took me to Taiwan, and I spent my last year in Taiwan during the Asian boom and got exposed to the culture there. And then I came back and started working in Silicon Valley at Seagate Technology, and I was an individual contributor working on the problems of the head disk interface. And it turned out that I was very comfortable with a lot of our suppliers in Asia, so I was often put in charge of managing programs between us and these key suppliers. I then got interested in small companies and went into the display area and got interested in laser display. I think as I've gotten older, I've become more and more comfortable with uncertainty, and I had to learn that being in a big company, there's a certain fallacy in the certainty. You know, you watch a business unit get wiped out overnight and you realize there's really no insurance anyway. I became more comfortable with that and being resourceful on my own. And I think I tend to be fairly impatient and move quickly, and I think that in a small business that fits better than in some of the larger companies. Even though a lot of my customers are larger companies, it just suits me better, and I like the variety. I like knowing how I impact the bottom line. Sometimes when you're in a big company, you can lose sight of that. You know, you don't really know how your day-to-day activity impacts the bottom line of the company, whereas I know that every single day. And for me, that's very compelling. I love talking to customers and figuring out, from listening to them, how to solve their problems. And what, there's that matching of technology know-how to market opportunity or problems that they're having. It's kind of an art. I've done a lot of mentoring over the years of women in the sciences, and I think it's helpful for them to see examples of people doing different kinds of careers with their technical background. There's a camaraderie among women to help each other, which is very helpful. And but I think it is important to reach out and have male mentors as well, and actually to not be intimidated or limited by stereotypes, or sometimes people's limitations are in their own head. So it often surprised people that when I went out to do my own company, that some of my most important mentors were Japanese men in the age range of 70s to 90s. And that actually that's where I raised my institutional money. You have to go where there's opportunity and go with an open mind. And so I think you have to not impose limitations based on what you may hear, and go discover for yourself.